So today we're going to go through the skeletal system, okay? Particularly the functions of the skeleton. Summary, there's four main functions of the skeleton. Number one, protection. So this example is pointing to the cranium or the skull. It protects the soft tissue of the brain. Another function, number two, will be movement. The vertebrae allows us to bend, stretch, and rotate our body. So the vertebrae pointing to the spine allows us to move. Number three will be blood production. Red blood cells are made in the ribs and limb bones. Okay, so the femur here, largest bone in the body. And number four will be support. So the bones of the legs help support the body up. Other examples of support would be the vertebra supporting the head, so in your neck. Another example of protection, the rib cage protects delicate heart and lungs and different organs. And another example of movement, the bones and joints work with muscles to enable to walk, run and sprint. So the muscles pull on the joints and act as levers to move your bones. So, movement. Our skeleton consists of joints and allows for muscle attachment, which creates movement. There's ligaments, which are strong straps that attach bone to bone, and tendons that are strong straps that attach muscle to bone. How I remember it, I always think of your Achilles tendon, which attaches to your heel bone. It attaches your calf muscle to your heel bone. So that's how I always remember tendons are muscle to bone. And then ligaments, there's ligaments in your knee. Your ACL ligament attaches, runs behind your knee and helps support the knee joint, okay? So the movement of the skeleton allows athletes to perform the skills they need to participate in a sport. So your skeleton is one of its main functions is helping you move, which will help you play sport. And it also allows people to do everyday tasks, so just walking the dog, general physical activity tasks. Protection. Certain bones in our bodies protect vital organs, like we said, the rib cage, and the cranium protects the brain. The pelvis protects the uterus and other essential reproductive organs. The vertebral column protects the spinal cord. So the spinal cord goes down the spine and attaches to loads of different nerves in the body. The ribs protect the internal organs such as heart and the lungs. Have a little think. Can you think of any example in sport where protection is vital? Okay. Have a little think to yourself about that. Support. What would happen to us if we didn't have any bones? As you can see here, Peter Griffin from Family Guy, if he didn't have any bones, you'd be a big blob of nothing on the floor. Okay, so the support, the skeleton system holds us up. We're able to stand, sit upright, lay down, and support our body in different positions. And the skeleton acts as a framework and affects body composition. So body composition is just the amount of muscle compared to fat we have on our body. It helps perform certain skills in sports. So for example, a handstand. You need the framework of the skeleton to perform a handstand. Another question, how does support help us in everyday life? So have a think about that question as well. And the last one, production of red blood cells. So certain bones in the skeleton contain red bone marrow, which produces red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. That's an example of red blood cells there. An example of the bones that contain marrow are the pelvis in the picture, sternum, vertebrae, and clavicle. Okay. So what I want to do is complete the worksheet on the function of the skeleton. Okay, just a couple of questions.